Hello everyone, this is Sal with JapanSauce.net, and today we're going to go over a brief history of the katana. Katana. These Japanese swords have become one of the most recognizable symbols of Japan for many foreigners. They can be seen in movies, anime, games, and art, and have seen resurgence in interest in recent years. But few foreigners know about the history of these beautiful and deadly weapons. Swords were considered such an important part of a samurai's life that when a young samurai was about to be born, a sword was brought into the room during the delivery. When the time came for an old samurai to die, his honored sword was placed by his side. Even after death, a nobleman believed that he could count on his samurai to guard him against any demons. The word katana comes from kata, meaning side, and na, meaning edge, so it is a sword with a side edge. Katana are also called daito by Western sword enthusiasts, though this word generally refers to any Japanese longsword. The term katana was first used to describe a long sword in the Kamakura period, between 1185 and 1333. But it wasn't until about 1400 that long swords signed with katana-style mei were made. The design of the katana is well known and consists of a long, slightly curved blade that usually measures longer than 23.5 inches and has a long grip to allow the swordsman to use two hands. The length of the katana's blade changed over the years. In the late 14th and early 15th centuries, the blades had lengths between 27.5 and 28.75 inches. During the 16th century, the length went down to about 23.5, and by the late 16th century, it had gone back up to 28.75 inches. The katana's blade was made from tamahagane, a specialized Japanese steel. Tama meaning round and precious, and hagane meaning steel. The forging of the blade took many days or even weeks and was considered a sacred art. The blade required a long process of folding both hard and soft steel, which allowed for the durability of the blade while allowing it to maintain a sharp, honed edge. This constant folding of metal resulted in as many as 1 million individual layers of metal. The sword next underwent a differential heat treatment process. This allowed for parts of the sword to cool quickly after heating, maximizing the hardness of the sword edge, while other parts of the sword, which were painted with clay, were allowed to cool more slowly and create a stronger, more resilient steel. The process of layering the blade with different amounts of clay would cause the sword to get its signature curve shape, as well as produce that characteristic wavy line between the hard and soft steel. This is known as the hamon, or hardening pattern. The hamon was used as a way to judge the quality and beauty of the katana. Katana also have a circular or squared guard known as a tsuba. Though many tsuba added aesthetic beauty to the swords, they were also functional, adding to the balance of the blade and protecting the hand of the warrior holding the sword, though they were really meant to prevent your hand from sliding onto the blade as you thrust your sword at your enemy. Most tsuba had an average diameter of about 3 inches. During the Meiji period, samurai were gradually disbanded and their right to carry swords in public was taken away. The notorious Haitore Edict of 1876 forbade samurai to carry swords. Many katana vanished during this time. Katana were not produced in mass quantity again until the Showa period, beginning in 1926. many of the Japanese swords produced between 1875 to 1945 were referred to as gunto, or military swords. Following World War II, from 1945 to 1953, sword manufacture was banned. And again, many katana were confiscated and destroyed, never to be seen again. It wasn't until 1953 that Japanese swordsmiths were able to work again. But strict restrictions require the swordsmith to be licensed, have a 5-year apprenticeship, and they can only make 2 long swords per month. Of course, today, katana are also produced outside of Japan, but they don't have the spirit of those created by the craftsmen within Japan itself. I hope this brief history has provided you with some information that you didn't know before. And please be on the lookout as we produce more of these historical, informational videos, as well as some more interesting videos about the myths of Japan. Again, thank you for stopping by JapanSauce.net.